Hello, crafty friends. Hope y'all are doing awesome tonight and having a good Wednesday night. I like to come on here on Wednesday nights and give y'all a little taste of something cute and fun to see. And tonight is no exception. I'm hoping to see some of y'all. If you have any comments or questions, just pop it in and ask. I've got my laptop open here, so I'm hoping I can see y'all questions and comments that you have. Anywho, I have been having so much fun with the Humming Along stamp set. To be honest, when I first saw it, I was like, not my top choice. I go for cutesy. I say this every week. Maybe I am not as cutesy as I think. Anywho, I usually go for not cutesy. Hi, Robin Vanover. Hey, Paula. Anyway, so I'm in love with this stamp set called Humming Along, and I'm going to show you a cute card with it. I'm just going to wait a little bit for everybody to get on. Does anybody have any questions or anything? I know it's cold where some of y'all are. It's not that cold here, so that's good. It could be a lot worse. Hi, Paula. I'm super pumped about this card that I'm making tonight. So Paula knows that one of the things that I do every month is I have a Stampin Technique Club. And it's really one of my favorite things. I actually thought about doing it for a really long time and just kind of resisted it. I don't know, I thought it would be too hard to keep track of. That's ridiculous. It's really not. And my sister Kathy encouraged me to try it, so I did, and we've had so much fun. We have been at this for over a year, and every month we learn a new technique. So I love it. It's fun. It fills up my bucket as far as like creativity goes, because I really have to dig in and get dirty and learn a new technique. And then I teach it, so that's fun for everyone. It is the bomb, Paula. I love it, and I'm glad you love it. It's been super fun to learn new things with y'all. So, yes, it's this weekend. Actually, it's always the first weekend of the month, on a Friday during the day at 9 and on Saturday at night at 6. But this particular month, the day meeting is going to be a week later because I have to judge the science fair at Central. So this month, it's this Saturday, and then it's next Friday. So that's how that rolls. And we have so much fun. So I'm going to show you some things that we've made before. And I'm going to also, I'll just go and tell you a little bit about it and then show you some things. So it's the first weekend of the month. Like I said, we learn a new technique each month. So there's so many techniques. We're never going to run out of techniques. Hey, Peggy. And it's so fun. Hey, Tiana. It's really fun to learn new techniques, but it's also really fun to get together with the same group of women every month. So we've really gotten to know each other well and laugh and just, I don't know. It's just like group therapy with stamps and new techniques. So, hey. And it's just super fun. A lot of our group are Stampin' Up demonstrators. The starter kit is such a great deal that so many people are happy shoppers. So don't think, I can't join because I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator. That's not the case. We have a lot of demonstrators. So it's always fun as a demonstrator to learn techniques to use in your own crafting and then to teach in your classes. So we do love demonstrators. Each month we make one fancy technique project and then 2 other projects for you to have to take home. So those are usually a little bit simpler. And I have little goodies for every month. And then what we do is each person puts in a $25 order that comes or more. This month we all would be silly not to put in a $50 order because it's celebration. So we pool our orders together, and then the hostesses get about $50 in Stampin' rewards to choose from each month. So each person gets their chance to host once a year. It's just super awesome. This is also available live or online. So if you don't live in Little Rock and you can't come, we're sad. But we have members that do this from a distance. And they're on our private Facebook group, which has videos from the projects. And also I send the make and takes to you in the mail. So, and you'll have a paper form PDF that you can use that shows you how to do the projects. So this is a great way if you're a demonstrator or just a avid crafter to get some new ideas and new instructions. So you can join our club even if you're not local. So you get the videos, you get the Facebook group, and you get the Technique Club PDF mailed to you. And you'll get new catalogs every time they come out and all that fun stuff. All you have to do is join us every month. If you can't join us for a month, it's fine. You just throw your order in online, and I save your pack for you for the next time, or you can come by and pick it up. And the commitment to the club is 1 year. So that's how the club rolls. Now, that's all the nitty-gritty. Let me show you some of the pretty things that we have made at our Technique Club. Oh, I was nervous because I didn't see this stuff, but I see it now. Okay, let me flip you around. Oh, you can see my finger. All right, let me clip this in. Get ready to rock and roll. All right. So, let me adjust. It's always kind of tricky to get to from up to down. All right, so let me take you on a little tour of some things that we've done in our Technique Club. So first of all, we have this cute Technique album. So I know Paula has hers. It's fun to keep this up. And each month we have a little insert that I email you that you put into your album. And it gives you a little title. You have an example of what we've done, a small example. That the project is much bigger, but we also do a little sample that goes in here. And then we have a printout of the actual technique that we've done. So now let me just show you some pretty projects that we've done. This is not all the projects we did in 2018, but this is a good sample. So we have this pretty card. I don't know if you can tell, but we made a sparkling snow background. It was very pretty. We learned how to mirror stamps. So this stamp only comes in this direction, but we learned how to make it go in the other direction. We did some brush-o. I think this was probably one of our favorites. It was so messy, but super fun. Super fun. And we learned how to do a black background with our stamp blocks. We did heat embossing. This is just an over-the-top heat embossed card that we did. And then we did some, embossing paste. That was really cool. And we did we used our framelits as embossing, to emboss. Does that make sense? So we embossed with our framelits. All right, now this is the stunning card that we're going to make this weekend. So it is making a spritzed alcohol ink background. So if you do this to go, or if you come to the actual class, then you'll receive the packet that you can use to make this really pretty card. Are you loving that? I am. It's using glossy paper, we heat embossed, all this. So if you're curious, just join us. You can always join our Technique Club as a guest and come and just check it out for 1 month and then decide if it's something that you want to continue with. I don't think anyone's ever come, though, and just been like, yeah, I didn't like that. Most people join because it's super fun. All right, so definitely sign up for our Stamp Club either to go or online. I think you'd really enjoy that. Now, let's get down to business, and I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous card. What's funny about this card is I made it, and I took a picture of it, and then I passed them all out, and I didn't have any left, so I realized today that I actually don't have a live card to show you until we make it. So buckle up, Buttercup. All right, number one, we're going to start this card with a product that I actually didn't know about until about a year ago. It's called Thick Whisper White Paper. Does anyone else use Thick Whisper White Paper? Or did you even know we had it? So the first thing you're going to do is cut your base from Thick Whisper White. So it's 4 1/4 by, 5.5 by 8.5 and fold. So that's how you're going to make your card base. But then we're going to use another kind of special paper, and it is called watercolor paper. So this is the paper that we're going to use to watercolor, and it comes in a little pack. It's real thick, and it's super awesome. It comes with 5 sheets this size, so it's a little bit smaller than our regular paper, but it's perfect for watercoloring. So let me find... I have a piece already pre-cut. This piece is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. Sorry, didn't mean to knock the camera. All right, so 5 1/4 by 4 so that it'll fit on the front of our card. All right, now I'm going to show you our framelets. So the Humming Along, I've torn them up to bits, but the Humming Along framelets are super awesome. The only thing that's left in here actually is this cute little leaf framelit, but we've also got, let's see, here's my cup. I've got a hummingbird framelit, of course. We've got this little framelit that I call the Holy Maker. It makes holes. I'm sure there's a much fancier name for it than Holy Maker. And then I've got it over there for a project we're doing this weekend. There is a one that cuts out this hibiscus. There's that, and then there's this really cute cutout that makes this, where's that club card? Oh, this is not neat. Love it. So we're going to be using that this weekend. So those are all the framelets that coordinate with this Humming Along set, and together they're $42.25. So when you get them as a bundle, they're 10% off. All right, so, but we're going to use this hole maker to cut our watercolor paper. Now, the first time I did this, I actually had to use a shim because the watercolor paper is really thick. But this last time I did it, I didn't have to use a shim, so it just depends. This week I bought a new Big Shot, so it may be that I have this super awesome new Big Shot that's very cool. And I'm just going to cut through that like 2 or 3 times. Just give it a few rolls. Oh, this Big Shot runs so smoothly. So pleased. I got a half-price item, so I just bought myself a Big Shot. Another one. All right, so it's going to come out looking like this. And then you're going to just carefully, you're going to pick out this little, it looks like a little maze. And so you're just going to sit here and pull and pull and pull. And see, it just comes out really easily. The first time I did it, I actually did the watercolor wash on the background first. And this is way better. So if you cut the holes in the watercolor paper first, then that helps. So I'm not going to sit there and make you watch me struggle through that. Voila, I've already done this one and cut it out. So the next thing we're going to do, sorry, is our watercolor wash. So we're going to grab our stamp pad, and we're going to cram it in the middle. If you like this video, I would love it if you liked it. Like it, and then I would also love it if you shared it. So like it, share it. I'm not sure if you can share it or not. Let's see. Let me look here. Continue. Share settings. I've got my laptop anyway. If you can share it, share it. I can't see how to. All right, so actually, that doesn't always work. So Our old pads, you could squeeze them and just get some ink off of them. So another way that you can do that is just take a block, stick it down in there. So just get some ink on your block. By the way, that's Balmy blue. And to do this watercolor wash, you're just gonna get a lot of water here, and you're just gonna really water it up and swirl it around. So you're really just getting it. Your goal is to make it just real fancy. And that's going to be a lot covered up, but you do want to get some on your little area here. And then just drip some more water on and just kind of let it be naturally watercolory. Okay. Now you're going to want to dab that and to make it dry faster, because that's how we all operate. But let's just don't. Let's just leave it. And like that little pool right there, we want that to stay pooly like that. So I'm telling you, when I did this for real, I let these dry like overnight. So we're just going to set this aside where it's nice and pooly. That's a word, pooly. All right. So now we're going to work on our hummingbird. I'm like, what is this thing? It's a hummingbird. Are y'all still with me? If you're with me, give me a like. So you're going to ink that up in Memento, because Memento is what we use to blend with. So you don't want to use anything else except Memento when you're blending, because that's what our blending markers were created to work with. Yay, thank you. All right, so we're going to pull out the blending markers. We're going to use Smoky Slate, Pumpkin Pie, which are from our annual catalog. Thank you. And we've got Mossy, Meadow, and Balmy Blue, which are from the new Occasions catalog. And incidentally, they are right on this page with the card that we're making. So we got those ready. Now I'm just going to get down and dirty with my blending markers. I'm going to move my big shot a little so you can get all the shadows off that we can. All right. So we're going to start with our Smoky Slate. So people blend differently, but I tend to go in with my markers and fill in the light first. So I'm coloring in this whole inside and making sure I've got my light Smoky Slate marker here. So you know our blending markers come in pairs. There's a light and a dark of each color. So I'm just going in and filling in kind of messily with my light Smoky Slate marker. You're just laying in, I call this like my foundation layer. Just kind of laying my light Smoky Slate in there. I'm going to come in, I'm going to tell myself to stop right there. And these markers are, to me, they're super affordable. They're not, if you've used Copic markers, they're not the same. They're actually much cheaper. So our blending markers are $4.50 each. If you've ever bought a Copic marker, they're way more expensive. But you get the combo pack together for $9. So you can get the Smoky Slate combo pack for $9. And I added it up recently. The starter kit is $175 for $99 right now. If you want to get 40, I think I counted up 39 blending markers. You can choose 39 blending markers on a starter kit and just build up your blending supply. So that's one of my favorite starter kits right now. So if you just haven't gotten all your blending markers yet, then this is the time to do it. Just get them all on a starter kit. So now I'm just adding in a little highlights with my dark gray, dark smoky slate. And then I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna just pull that color down. I did it only on one side because I want on those feathers, because I want that to just kind of be contrasted there. But I noticed when I looked at the picture in the book that they had actually blended the smoky slate and the balmy blue together. Have you ever done that? Have you ever blended two of your blending markers together? I would like to know. And I thought that made it look super cool. So you're going to come back in with your light and just kind of pull that all back in there. So doesn't that make it just look so much more interesting? I think so. Now we're going to pull in some light balmy blue on the tip of this guy. Super nice. All right, so that's probably about all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull in some darker smoky slate into this area. Now you see there's a thinner and a thicker. I like Tiana. I do too. I love the new color it creates. It's like a gray blue and it's just cool. So at this point I'm just kind of coming in, doing some highlights with my darker smoky slate. I'm going to pull that back out with my lighter smoky slate. To get rid of that definition there between those two colors. You can basically get as complicated or as not complicated with blending markers as you want. So you could really work this over a lot more than I am. But this is actually way more than usual. I usually like to just use my blending markers to color in one color. I just think they color in wonderfully. But this card is the one thing that kind of got me going on using both of the light and the dark colors together. Let's see, we're going to make his little head. It's going to be this Mossy Meadow, which at first I was like, gag, Mossy Meadow. But oh, the blending color is so pretty. I'm loving it. And you're going to pull in your darker shade kind of through here, up in here, up in this tip. You're going to come back in with your light. Just kind of flick that out, pull that color out. Pull that color in. So the Whisper White thick paper really kind of holds that color in to the area that you're coloring in. Now lastly, I'm going to fill in with this light balmy blue, his little body. I guess this would be his chest. That's actually not lastly. I still have to do his beak. So I've got that layer in. See how that kind of pulls out those colors in the tail. And then we're going to go in here. We're going to pull in some of this darker layer. And his whole underside is going to be darker because you think the sun wouldn't get to that part as well. Just pulling that out to make it blend. And the thing is, if you don't think it's dark enough, you just keep adding layers. Just keep adding and adding and adding until you feel like it's layered up enough. All right, lastly, we're going to color his little beak with pumpkin pie. So light layer. Going in a tiny little bit with my dark layer. And then pulling that back out with my light color. So that is a stunning hummingbird. Now you could fiddle and fuss with it for a long time and just make it prettier and prettier and prettier. But I'm going to stop there because I love it. It's good. I hope you love it too. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. All right, now let's see. Next, we're gonna take a framelit to this, and this does kind of hurt me because if that framelit slips, then the party's over. But it won't because I'm using my magnetic platform. So that framelit goes right where it needs to go. Just a tip when you're using your magnetic platform, I like to go through my Stampin' Up Big Shot pads and find the one that's the flattest. And that helps me quite a bit. Hey, Barbara Blaine, my aunt is here. Oh, Becky's here. Now see, I didn't see all those comments. Becky Ligon is here. Barbara Blaine is here. Yay. Awesome, people. I'm happy y'all are here. All right, so we're going to cut this out. Now, hold your breath because it's so gorgeous. There we go. Aw, isn't he cute? I'm so pleased with that guy. I'm just so, I don't know. I just kind of tickled with myself right now. All right, so we've got our hummingbird and we've got our base, and we're letting our watercolor layer dry. And we're going to stamp our sentiment. So we're going to use a little sliver of the Balmy blue paper, and I will put the dimensions up in the description once this video is finished. But I believe it's 3.5 by 1 1/4. Now we're going to stamp this So the sentiments in this deal I love because they're very useful. Thank you, hope you're feeling better, and a birthday. So sometimes you just overlook the versatility of a set because you're just kind of drawn to the pictures. But pay attention because these are great sentiments and they're super versatile. So you're not going to be unhappy with that. Now, we're going to stamp this amazing birthday a little bit over to the right because we're going to do something else on the left. So wishing you an amazing birthday. Someone will have an amazing birthday when they receive this card. Then we're going to use this old olive twine, something. It's called something, but it's on the Needlepoint Nook page in the catalog. It's very pretty. I'm going to wrap that around a couple times. Actually, I think I did that 3 times. And I need to pull that around a little bit more. Well, let's just do it twice because I want to make a pretty bow. Making a pretty bow here. And we are doing this here. All right, so we're going to kind of shuffle that over till it's midway between the sentiment and the left side of that card. Then we're going to trim it. Isn't that cute? It just, I don't know, I love it. All right, so now what is left? We have, I think we're ready to assemble. So, not ideally, we're going to just be done with our watercolor wash. It's best, like I said, to let it dry overnight. It's still a little bit wet, but you're going to need a lot of dimensionals for this because you want it to lay, you want this layer to lay flat on the front of your card, but it's not wanting to lay flat because of the detail that you've put into that. So you're just going to dimensional like the heck out of it, which normally I can just use 3 or 4 on something like this and be happy, but when it's all this watercolor paper going on, you're just going to need to go for it. Get a bunch going here. All right, then you peel for a million years. Peel, 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 peel. Dun, dun. Hope is downstairs making a paper mache solar system model. I'm sure she would like my help, but not today. All right, I'll help her later. Hey, Susie. All right, if you're still here, like and share for the prize. Like and share. All right, so now you're going to stick that down, and I could have put a few more dimensionals there. I can see. It's too late to pull it back up, but I would put some dimensionals all around there. But you're gonna, that's all really gonna be covered up by all the stuff that you've got going on your card. So this little guy is gonna go down. I'll dimensional him too. I'd say right about here. And I lined it up with this right here. And now you're going to add your lovely hummingbird. So you're going to get these dimensionals into the bigger parts of the hummingbird. Sneak it into all its little areas. And probably because I need mini dimensionals. Oh my gosh, looky there. There's a whole pack of them. I won't have them. I don't know if you have mini dimensionals yet, but this is the kind of project where they come right in handy because you need to get, if you leave those wings out there just a flapping, it won't really look good. So you need to get plenty of dimensionals going on. Pulling that off, and we're getting ready to make it amazing. So don't cover up your sentiment, but it will overlap a little bit on your ribbon. And just stick him down. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, could you see that? I hope so. Sorry. All right, so now the last thing we're going to do is put some pretty sequins on it. So we're going to, hey Susie, we're going to pick up some sequins with our scissors. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one here. I am copying right off the way they did it in the Stampin' Up catalog because why not? I don't know if you know this. You've probably heard this if you've come to one of my classes. But when we add sequins and things, we add them in groups of 3 or 5. And the reason why is that is 3 and 5 are prime numbers. And our brain doesn't sit there and try to divide or subtract. It just stops at 3 and 5. And then our brain is left to ponder on the gorgeousness of what we see. So that is why 3 and 5 are recommended in art projects. All right, so that's our gorgeous, stunning card that we have now made with all these wonderful products. So let me just give you a little tip about how you can get everything you need to make this card. So you can get, I've got this on my blog, but I'm just going to show you, and I'll link to it. You can get the stamp set and the framelit for $52, and then you can pick a free thing out of the Celebration catalog. So right now it's celebration time, which means for every $50 you spend, you get something for free. So this is our catalog, and I chose tonight to focus on these 2 sets because, and they're called By the Bay and Home to Roost. and they are free with a $50 purchase. And the reason why I think you should get these is because we've learned a lot about coloring. We've done some fun coloring. And then you can use your markers, the blue and the green markers, to color these two sets. So you can make some really stunning projects here, like this little rooster set and this little house on a hill. So that would be what I would recommend for your free with a $50 purchase item. Now, if you want everything that we used in this project, you can get the bundle. You can get all the blends. You can get the watercolor paper, the thick whisper white paper, the memento ink pad, the aqua painter, the balmy blue ink pad, some blue paper, the watercolor paper, the sequins, all of it on a starter kit, which is $175 for $99, and you will still have $27 to spare. So I'm not kidding. It is the best deal ever. So you can get everything you need to make this card and then still have $27 to spend. So I would recommend that you do that option if you haven't already. I want to show you one more thing that's super fun in our catalog if you've not seen it yet, and that is the Made to Bloom card kit. So I love card kits. I think card kits are like my happy place. I like to make things quick and cute. And this is called the Made to Bloom kit. I'm talking about it now because both of our kits are on low inventory. So if it's something that you think you like, you need to go ahead and get it. Don't wait, because if you snooze, you lose. All right? So this is an all-inclusive kit, which means that it comes with everything that you need. It comes with a ink spot. It comes with a stamp set that includes congratulations, happy birthday, thank you so much, and thinking of you, and some other cute little elements. It also comes with a clear block, which at this point has been moved somewhere else. But it's got a nice, oh, here it is. It comes with a clear block, okay, to use on your project. And instructions. And you're going to have everything you need to make 12 cards. So this is what the box that it comes in looks like. Is that not adorable? I just blew right past that. But what a fun gift that would be. And then once you make the cards, you're going to have 12 really cute cards of various types. So you've got birthday with some little, you can see the pearls that adorn these cards. Look at those cute envelopes. Loving, if you like. Give me a thumbs up. So you've got birthday cards, thank you cards, thinking of you, because I need plenty of those. Congratulations for all my people that are doing so awesome all the time. And I'm just going to show you real quickly how one of these cards can come together. So I left a few of them undone so I could show my people. This is how easy this is. Do you love the envelopes? I do too, Tiana. The kids always have the cutest envelopes. I went ahead and got out my big Blackberry Bliss pad. This is the ink spot. It works great. I just like to save it to give away for prizes. So, and then there's some little pearls in there. This is so simple. If you blink, you're going to miss it. So you've got your little, I guess, little flowery piece. This is where you're going to stamp your sentiment. And this is your card base. Isn't that gorgeous? A card base. Come out, card. All right, so you're going to fold it. Now, this is going to go here, okay? So you're going to choose a stamp. I'm going to choose Thinking of You. Stick it on my block. It's totally normal for our stamps to turn a funny color when we use these, especially the Blackberry Bliss and the red inks. Totally normal, so don't be shocked if your stamps look like mine. That's totally normal. All right, now you're going to use your snail adhesive, which I do recommend that you get a snail adhesive if you don't have one, if you're going to put a kit together. And just slap some snail on there. It comes together so quickly, as you can see. Now we're going to go to dimensional heaven again and do a bajillion dimensionals, although I won't drag you through that process again. I'll just put a few on, and you can just imagine if I covered up this whole thing. But you get 2 full sheets of dimensionals with this kit, so they know, because they've tested it out, how many dimensionals it's going to take to put this big, huge flower down. But think if you had stamped it, how long that would take. It's just gorgeous already. It doesn't even have to be stamped. All right, so now we're just going to lay this down in a wonderful way. And then lastly, we're going to use our scissors to affix some of these pearls on. So go with 5 or 3, whatever you choose, but that's the recommended number. Isn't that so cute? And I think it's just, this would make a perfect gift for like a teacher or for your mom for Mother's Day. Like this pack of cards, I think she would squeal. And when you're done, you can put them all in your handy dandy box, which you just put together this little belly band that goes on it. And this just makes the perfect gift. So that kit is all inclusive, and I think it's around, let's look, I want to say it's like $22, something like that. Let's see. Yep, 27. So it's $27 for the full all-inclusive kit. So everything comes in it, so that's all you need. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed that, and I think that y'all will love making your cards. Like I said, the best deal right now is to get the starter kit with $175 for $99. You can get like 38 blending markers, or you can get all the things to make our pretty card. And then also don't forget to try out our Stampin Technique Club. So I'm going to include a link on the information at the description for this event, or this Facebook Live, for you to get more information about our Technique Club. And you can even request a free copy of one of our Technique Club videos. I mean, videos and project sheet situations. Okay, good night, y'all. Like and share, and I'll be drawing in at about, let's see, what time is it? Probably about 10 for the prize. Bye.